Hello boys and girls, I'm up with the train set today. Let's have a look. I've got my locomotives put on my track. There's a little wee black tank engine there, and over there I've got the locomotive that is a diesel electric, and I've programmed my program box here to run each of the engines separately. Now to do that I've had to call one of the engines a number, and I've just given the diesel one a number 3, and the little tank engine I've given a number 7. Just could have called it anything, but that's just the two of the numbers I picked. So what I've got to do now is choose which locomotive I want to move, and it's set for number 3 at the moment. So if I turn the knob here, the black locomotive, the green locomotive should start to go. And we'll just stop him there and bring him back a wee bit, shall we? Now on my control button here there's an arrow that's lit green for going one way. If I do that, it changes it to green for there, and now when I turn the knob he should start to go the other way. So we'll bring him round. And we'll stop him close to the steam locomotive. Because they're on the same track, we don't want them to bump into each other. They do have little buffers that they can bounce on, so those little lumps at the front, they match up on each of them so that they can bump together, but we don't want to crash them. So I'm going to now go to my box, and I'm going to select the number 7. You know what a 7 looks like at preschool, don't you? Number 7, and I'll select that, 07. So now when I turn the knob, the black locomotive should start to go. Yes, it's starting to go that way. I don't want it to go that way, so I'm going to stop. Select the button back here to go the other way. And if you have a look right over on the far side, I've got some rolling stock, those carriages that came in the set. They're all set to be picked up by the black locomotive. So I'm going to back the black locomotive round to them. I don't want to bump them too hard or we'll have a crash, so I'm going to go slowly back into them. And stop, and now we've hooked on. So now I'm going to bring them back round to here by pushing this button to go the other way, and here we go. Now I've got a problem there, haven't I? Because the green locomotive's sitting on the track there, and we don't want that to stay there. They could have an accident, so I'm going to stop him for a minute. And I'm going to go to the green locomotive by selecting a 3 and select it. And just check which way he's going to go. He's going to go that way. We don't want him going that way, we want him to go the other way. So I'm going to change the direction button to there, and let's head him off. So he's off, he goes. Now I'm going to pick the 7 while he's chugging round. Now, if it was a very heavy train, we might need 2 locomotives, so we can actually join the locomotives up if we come around at the right speed. We might just join them up together. Now we've got 2 locomotives working together. Towing the train. And we'll stop just here. Now today I also wanted to talk about my big posters on the far side. You can see I've got 2 big posters, a diesel power and a steam power poster. Look at the big steam engine. It's not a tank engine. I'm just going to step on the track mat and come right over to this side now. that big steam engine. He carries his coal way back in here. He hasn't got tanks on the side, so his coal is in a big bunker there. And his water's in there too for making the steam. And you can see the big pistons here where the steam comes down and pushes them and makes the wheels go round. On the big diesel train, there's no sign of any steam because it's all run by diesel. And the diesel runs a motor, and the motor turns a generator, and the generator makes electricity. And that's what a diesel electric motor does.
What's on the front there, Steve? It looks like a...
Here,
Yes.
it's a big bright light to look out the front. They often have big bright lights. This one's got its on the side, but normally they have them on the front at the top to give lots of light when they're coming down the track so they can see the track ahead, just to make sure it's all clear. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about today is my little station, because this is the present that came with it, and we're going to tip the box out here and have a look at the parts again. We had a look at some of these the other day, but you can see the station's going to go here. So that's going to be the station house. And here's the platform. Some more platform. Some more platform. Lots of bits and pieces. There's baggage, and there's little trolleys, railway trolleys in there that've got to be made up. It's all quite exciting, and of course the signal that came. Looks like the signal is going to go here to tell the train to come through. That's going to be a railway shed for the railway locomotive to be parked in overnight. So we've got the ends of the track, and there's a roof of the house, the station house, and then there was some rail for the steps, and another track end. You can see a track end down here that stops the train going off at the end. And then there's all the bricks and everything that goes on. It looks like you can choose them to some extent, which ones you want to do. So I'll have a look at that when I get the instructions going. But the track's going to go together, it clips together. That bit has the house on it, and these bits look like they just clip together like so. So I guess the ends will go on there as well. That's going to look smart, isn't it? Quite exciting. So let's put this end on, and we've got the whole platform ready to go just about. So it's going to go here. When the house is decorated, we'll look at that tomorrow, but it'll go on this part here, which is going to go at the back where the car park is. You can see it here. And the house will go on here, and its roof, where does its roof go? There. And there's chimneys to go in on there, and all the bricks and so forth that are in that box and on the stickers. So that's going to be a project for me starting tomorrow. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to go down and just do a little bit more work on our Thomas the Tank. Just put some paint on it, and Linda, you can come down and check on me later on, see how far I've got. That'll be great.
So Steve, what are you up to now?
Oh, hello Linda. Oh, hello boys and girls. I'm just putting on the top coat, first coat of top coat. Looks like it's going to need a couple. So I'm just popping this on the bit that's blue. This is the new blue that's going to be. And it's going on quite well here. I sanded it off this first. This paint's been a bit drippy, so I've just got a cloth here handy. And I'll just show you what I'm going to do at the end. I'm going to put these buffers on here that used to have them, a sort of buffer there. You know, that's where the trains bump together. So I'll put one of those on each side of there after I've painted the new red. It's a bit messy down the side, but the red will go over the top of that, so it'll all be nice. The dashboard's going to be black, and not too far before it's finished now. That's great.
Oh wow. It almost looks like a Gordon colour, doesn't it, rather than a Thomas colour.
Yes, it's a lot darker, isn't it?
So it'll be a really interesting little train for us to ride when we get back to preschool. Well, good luck with the rest of the painting, Steve.
Thanks very much. Bye, boys and girls.